Welcome students. We are studying economics chapter 1 from class 9, story of village Palampur. In this chapter, our main focus on how rich farmers arrange capital for the farming and how the small farmers arrange capital for the farming. If you missed the other videos, there are 3 videos before this. So those videos you can access by clicking on the I button at the top right corner, or you watch this video till the end. There the link of those other videos will be provided on the screen. So ठीक है, what is capital? Capital means money or anything that we invest, use in a business to grow a business. For example, if you want to set up a factory, so you need to purchase a land. You spend money to purchase a land. That money is your capital. Or if you are running a factory that make potato chips, so potatoes are your capital, working capital, and the machine in which you're converting potato into chips is also a capital, fixed capital. So this capital we have already covered in the first video of this series, story of village Palampur. So here we'll, and then we focused on farming only. So now next point, or this video we will discussing how the rich farmers and the small farmers arrange money for their investment in agriculture. So first we'll see the rich farmers. So just this is an overlook of both the farmers. We'll have a short look now. Small farmers. Most of the small farmers, they do not have their own money. They do not have their own previous savings to do the farming, to invest in farming. So small farmers have to borrow money. Now if the question comes to your mind, why the small farmers do not have their previous savings, this answer we will discuss in the third slide. But small farmers do not have their money, so but they need money to invest in agriculture because they need to buy the seeds, fertilizer, make arrangement for irrigation. All these works they need money. So they don't have money, so they borrow money either from the large farmers, rich farmers of the village having such huge land and the machines, or they may borrow money from the money lender, sahukar. What who are the sahukars? Sahukars are like the banks. These are the rich people of the village who give money on interest, and their main source of income is interest on the money that they have given to others. ब्याज ब्याज से पैसे कमाते हैं ये लोग, और this is the main source of their income. Money lenders, you might have seen about the money, in several Bollywood movies, money lenders. Or the third, they may borrow money from the shopkeepers, those shopkeepers who sell agricultural inputs. Now, how money is borrowed from them? The easiest way, or the most common way to borrow money from them is, suppose I am a farmer and I need some seeds and some fertilizers and some pesticides. I'll go to this shopkeeper, I'll ask him that I need these things. This person will give me the fertilizers and the pesticides and the seeds that I need, but won't take any money from me. But I will promise that person, whenever I will sell my crop, जब मेरी फसल उग जाएगी, जब मैं उसे बेच दूंगा मार्केट में, तब मैं आपके पैसे दे दूंगा. कितने? थोड़े ज्यादा दूंगा. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अगर आज मैं आपसे 100 रुपए का सामान खरीद रहा हूँ, टुडे आई वोंट गिव यू दैट 100 रुपीज, but 2 months later I will be giving you 130 or 150 rupees, some amount extra. Clear? So this is how the shopkeepers give money, lend money to the farmers, or sometimes it's possible even hard cash I will borrow from them. But if I borrow money as a small farmer, if I borrow money, rate of interest would be extremely high. The exact word in the economics is exorbitantly high. What is exorbitantly? बहुत ज़्यादा ब्याज पे मुझे पैसा देना पड़ता है. Even if you take the example of your parents have borrowed money from the bank, how much interest they are paying to the banks? Maybe 8, 9, 10, 12, 15, 16 at the most, that percent. But these money lenders charge rate of interest 3 to 5% per month. To the present banking system, we pay interest on the basis of per year, per annum. But these people charge per month. Even if we take 3% per month, 12, 36% per annum. So these poor farmers are, this keeps them poor. Now, what about the large farmers? Large farmers have larger yield, a huge production. So some production they keep for the family, and then remaining they'll sell in the market. And when they sell, large farmers I'm talking about now, when they sell their product in the market, they earn lots of money. So these large farmers spend some of that earned money on their basic needs. Still they have some money left with them, and that money they use next year for production. So these large farmers do not have to borrow money from anyone, neither they have to pay interest to anyone. So these people are rich and they remain rich. This is the overview of the small and the large farmers manage money for investment in agriculture for the next season. Let's see into deeper. Let's go to the depth from the next slide. Now let us see how the rich farmers arrange money. But before we understand that, we must know the meaning of this word surplus. What is surplus? Surplus means extra. What is extra now? Take the example of a milkman. Milkman has a buffalo, and that buffalo gives 10 liters of milk every day. But that family of that milkman needs only 2 liters of milk a day. So that milkman has 8 liters extra. So that extra, what he would do? Would he throw it on the drainage or street? No. That milkman sell that extra milk 8 liter to the market, and he'll earn money. And so that 8 liters, after meeting the family needs, how much the farmer milkman needs for family need? 2 liters. How much he total took from his buffalo? 10 liters. So 2 minus 10, 8. 8 liters is a surplus milk. Now let us see how rich farmers earn money. They earn money because of the surplus. See, this is a rich farm, imaginary farmer from a prosperous agricultural region, Punjab in India. Rich farmers having a huge piece of land, and that huge land gives him lots of yield, lots of output from production. And say he have grown uh, 1000 kg of wheat. 1000, of course it's a very small amount, but 1000 kgs of wheat he has grown from his land, but his family consumption is only 100 kg. So he would keep 100 kg for his family. Now he has 900 kg extra wheat. Now that 900 kg is his surplus income. This surplus 900 kg of wheat he will take to the market and sell in the market. And now that sold 900 kgs of wheat would give this farmer a cash, extra cash in his hand. Now this cash, of course, would be used next year as an investment in farming, but that would be used next year. So throughout this year, this money would be helpful to the farmer in this following ways. The farmer will keep the money in the bank. If the money is kept in the bank, you know that banks give interest, so he will get earn some interest from the bank. How much interest the bank will give? Generally bank will give 4, 5, 6, or at the most 7 to 8%, maximum 8% interest banks give if you keep your money in the bank. But this will call him Lakha Singh, imaginary name Lakha Singh. Now Lakha Singh, one poor farmer, maybe I am a poor farmer, I came to this Lakha Singh. Mr. Lakha Singh, you have some money with you. Please give me that money as a loan so I can do my farming. So he says to me, he will give me loan with 3% interest per month. It means I borrow 100 rupees from him. Every month I have to give him 3 rupees till I do not repay the loan. Okay, 3% per month. If you calculate it annually, it is 36% per annum, whereas bank is giving him only 8 or maximum 8 to 9% per annum. So he would prefer borrowers like me who pays him high rate of interest. Okay, by the way, he has suppose 1000 in his bank, so 100 rupees is borrowed by a small farmer. Then some money he kept for next year's investment. Meanwhile, he bought some fixed capital for his farming. What is the fixed capital? He may buy some more land, he may buy a tractor, he may dig one more well for irrigation, he may take one more pipeline from the nearby river. So all these things would next year increase his yield, his production. It means this rich farmer will be becoming more and more and more rich or richer over the period of time. ठीक है? But most importantly, he won't have to borrow any money from anyone for investment in agriculture next year, because his own money will be used as a capital for farming. This is the advantage of being a rich farmer. So rich farmer keeps becoming richer over the period of time. These are general images that in related to a rich farmer. I hope you have understood how the rich farmers arranged money. I will summarize again in short. A rich farmer gets a higher yield from his farm. From that higher yield, he keeps something for his family, whatever his family needs for a year, and then extra available is there, which is known as surplus. That surplus is sold in the market, and that sold surplus earns some money for this rich farmer. And this rich farmer has this money, and this rich farmer uses this money to earn even more money by keeping this money in the bank, or by giving this money as a loan to the small farmers, or he may increase his fixed capital, and from the same money he use next year for farming. This is how he earns money, and he doesn't have to borrow any money from anyone, so he doesn't have to pay any interest to anyone. This is how he earns the money. Now let us move and see how the small farmers earn money. Now small farmers journey of investment start from debt. D-E-B-T, debt. Do not pronounce it as debt. It is not debt. It is a wrong pronunciation. The correct pronunciation is D-E-B-T, debt. B is silent. And what is the meaning of the word debt? Debt means karza. So small farmers start because small farmers do not have their own saving. So whenever they are about to start the investment, they need to borrow. So when they borrow, when the small farmers borrow money, they are the small farmers. They have a small piece of land. So from a small piece of land, they have a smaller or less yield. बहुत कम उगता है उनके जमीन में से. And of course, whether you are a rich person or a poor person, if you need two chapatis to eat, if the rich person also eats two chapatis, and poor person also needs the same two chapatis. So Laka Singh keeps 100 kg for his family of 4. This farmer also need 100 kg for his family of 4. So he kept something for his, something means whatever they need for his family, 100 kgs. So he has nothing to sold in the market. He has no surplus, or his surplus is very less. So once he keeps something for his family consumption, either there is nothing to be sold in the market, or if there is something to be sold in the market, that is very less. So over, the farming is done. But remember, this farmer have to repay the loan. He doesn't have enough money to repay the loan. So he doesn't have money to repay the loan, but the time is there. He need more money to cultivate the next crop. Where would he get the money now? There is no other money than borrowing money from some sources. So this farmer has no other source than the borrowing. So he borrows money. From whom he borrows money? He borrow money from the traders. I have told you how, in which form the traders give money. Either they give things on credit, उधारी पे सामान दे देते हैं, या फिर कैश भी दे सकते हैं. Or he may borrow money from rich farmers like Lakha Singh, or he may borrow money from money lenders. Already he has the loan from the previous borrowing. He have to pay that. Interest is also mounting up. Now new loan is borrowed. So जैसे अमीर फार्मर और अमीर बनता चला जा रहे, and the poor farmer is again burden of debt is increasing on his head, and this person, the small farmer, will be trapped in the debt trap. ये कर्ज के फंदे में, डेट ट्रैप में फंस जाएगा, और इससे निकलना नामुमकिन है. इसीलिए हमारे देश के अक्सर फार्मर्स, आप सुनते हो, दे कमिट सुसाइड. इसका एक ही तरीका हो सकता है, आप अपनी जमीन बेच दो एंड बिकम द लैंडलेस farmer. This is how the small farmers are troubled. Somehow they manage to get money for farming. This is the worst case scenario I have told you here. So we have, now let us see what have we studied in this video so far. We have seen that rich farmers have higher yield, and from that higher yield they keep something for the family, and rest they sell in the market, which is a surplus, and that surplus give them money, and this money they further use to earn more money and to invest next year. Whereas the small farmers, their journey of farming begins from the borrowing money, and most of the time they are not in a condition to pay back the borrowed loan, but they need the money, so they again buy more money, and they are trapped in the debt trap. This is the bad journey of the small farmers, so often that lead them to committing suicide. So this is the end of this video, and the next video will be final video of this chapter. In that video, we will be dealing about non-farm activities in Palapur. That is the other activities other than farming that takes place in the Indian villages. If there's any doubt, you can ask in the comment. Till then, keep learning, take care, and goodbye. God bless you.